Hi, welcome back to GlintPM. In this tutorial, I would like to discuss and demonstrate how to use global change in Primavera P6. Global change has advantages, especially if you are working on a large project, a big project. So you want to make a change across all the activities. So you can easily implement it with global change. However, you should take caution when you're using it because the moment you apply the change, it's going to change everything across your schedule. However, just stick with me. I'm going to demonstrate both the advantage and the advantage and where you should use it and when you can maybe use other method, other trick. Okay, so first and foremost is how do you access the global change window? So you go to tools and you're going to see the global change option. You go to tools menu and do that again. Go to tools menu, click on the drop down, look for global change. So the global change window will open up. So if you have already, by default, I think you have this in your own PCs. If you just install PCs or you're using PCs, this PCs I'm using is version 2025. So if you have up to this version, you should see all these default global change in your own case. And if they're not there, it's okay, you can still create them. So by the way, please, if you are watching our video, please subscribe to the channel, like and share with other professionals that are interested in learning, planning, scheduling, and project control. There are a lot of things to learn on this channel. We're going to continue to drop tutorials, free training, and trust me, they're premium because I'm going to be demonstrating practically how to do this task with the software. So you just stick to the channel and benefit from all the tutorials. So back to the global chain task that we want to do. So first thing is I'm going to create new, like add new change. So here there are a lot of options you can choose. Subject area, is it activities, is it resource, or is it across expenses? So these are the major, but we're going to focus majorly on activities in this tutorial. And another thing is the name. So in this case, I just want to make change across durations. Add 2 days to durations. So this is just what I want to do. So then it's like a formula that we're going to use. First, you have to set the parameter. So you say where what? So we have to, in this case, we want to make change the duration. So we look for durations. I think it's going to be activities duration. So activity, activity, activity duration. Okay. So so what I wanted to do is um if activity duration is less than, let's say it's less than 5. If activity duration is less than 5, so let's choose 5. Then I want you to implement this. Okay. So okay, let's choose, in this case, let's choose 10 days. If activity duration is less than 10 days, is less than 15 days. So we want it to hard. So we'll go to this, the next condition. Then we want it to hard. So the same duration we're going to choose. Activities duration. Activity duration. Sorry, very fast here. Okay. Is activity duration. I think should be yeah. Okay, so yes. So we're going to continue. Oh, I actually choose actual duration here. So here should be original duration. Okay, should be original. Original duration for we have is less than 10. Then we'll come here. The original duration should also be. We also choose original duration. Yeah, yes. Then original duration will now be. It will not be original duration. We still look for original duration because we are trying to put a formula here. So in this case, the operator is going to be plus original duration. We can choose any of the operator. So because we want to add 2 days, so we want to add 2 days to okay, original duration plus. So you're going to be original duration plus. Actually, what I did here was to, because by default it's going to give you drop down. So you need to choose custom so that you can type the value you want. So then the original duration will now be equal to original duration plus 2 days. That is if the original duration is less than 15 days. What else? What if the original duration is greater than 15 days? So if original duration is greater than 15 days, what I want us to do is to remove um, 2 days. So we're going to remove 2 days. So here it's going to be minus. So I click the drop down and choose minus. And here too, you're going to do custom and put 2 days. So by the time you double check, always make sure you back up your schedule, your project before you make these changes. That is one disadvantage with global change because the moment you click apply the changes and you click OK, you cannot undo, especially in Primavera P6. So that's one of the rigidity with Primavera P6. So ensure that you have a backup in case it's not working well or something, there is an error or there is a mistake in your formula, so it will not affect your project. Imagine you're working on 10,000 activities and you make these changes across everything and everything is gone. All your durations that you input manually before, everything is gone and messed up. So you don't want to make that mistake. Take note of that. Then if you're okay with the changes, then you can continue. So now I'm just going to click OK because yes, I've already backed up this particular schedule. So I'm going to click on OK. So this is our change that I just created. Add 2 days to duration. So since I'm all good with it, I'm just going to click on Apply Change. So now it's giving me a preview of where this change is going to be applied, of all the activities that it's going to affect. So I can take my time to go through it. So, and you can see it's telling me exception I cannot modify this particular uh, activities. So then I can review it and check why. So before I actually commit all the changes. So I can review all this I cannot modify and see. So I can review them. If it's something I needed to do, then I need to figure it out. But this tutorial will not go to that length. I'm just going to demonstrate to you how it is done. So you can see override system is marked. So I can save this change if I want so that I use it next time. But I'm okay with everything as it is. So I can just click say commit changes. The moment I click commit changes, so it's going to implement it across. So the reason why it's giving you this option for you to review what you have implemented is because you can see the old value here, right? It's 41 days. So the new value is 39 days. So it has removed because it's greater than 15. This one is greater than 15, it has reduced to 17. This one is 5 days before, it has become um, 7 days. And those ones that I said cannot modify, if you take note, they are all milestone. Because for milestone, the duration is zero. So, and you cannot do anything about it. You cannot increase it or multiply. So you leave it like that. And that's why you say you cannot modify. So it's understandable. This one is 18 days, more than 15 days. Reduce this to 16 days. So you can see all the changes that have been made. So if you review it very well, you can see that you are good. All these are still milestone too, right? So, but if you notice, you cannot modify and you cannot understand why. So you can still double check to be sure before you comment. So right now I'm going to commit, guys, and I should be fine. So all the changes have been made to my schedule. I've also okay, so fine. The changes have been made, but right now I will not be able to see because um um yeah, all the changes is all across. But this one is 41 before, this one is 16 before, so I become 14. So let's see. Let me add a column for baseline duration so that we can compare it. I'm going to put the baseline duration here. Duration should be here. We have baseline project duration. So let's put it there. So perfect. You can see what I'm saying, guys. You can see this one is greater than this is baseline because I also baseline this schedule. So I wanted to show you how it works. And you can also see it on my Gantt chart. This is baseline here, yellow, and the red is the actual. So you can see it's shorter. So that's another way. This one is shorter too. But you can see here, baseline is smaller and the current duration is what? Is longer. So it's also so that it's more. So here is 7 days before, so reduced to 5 days. No, it has increased to 7 days because this is baseline. So it has increased to 7 days. Here is 18 days before, it has reduced to 16 days. So that is how to apply global change. That is to durations. So let's still try one more. I also want to show you for calendar because most of the time you make changes to calendar too. So let's just see what is the calendar in this schedule. So I'm going to remove um, the baseline duration from the. So let's remove the baseline duration. Perfect. So let's see the calendar in this schedule. The calendar, okay. So let's see how. Okay, so this is the calendar in this schedule by default. Um, okay, and just scroll to the side. So this is the calendar. Calendar is 5 days and something like that. So this is what we have. So they have the same calendar all across. So mind you, you can also apply all this to a particular session. So but yes, I'm just going to demonstrate how to change everything here by default. Me, I have two methods of changing this, but I'm going to demonstrate global change in this tutorial. Show you how you can change it. So once again, we're going to go to take note. This is our baseline calendar, right? So let's see. So go to tools again, go to global change. So now first you need to figure out which calendar you want to change to. Okay. So in that case, maybe you need to create the calendar first, or yes. So for me, there's corporate standard here. We have 5 work days, which we are using before. So I'm just going to change to this corporate standard. Take note. Or I'll just change to this tutorial. So let me just change to this tutorial so that you can see it in real time. Um, so you can see the change. So I'm going to change to this tutorial. In your own case, if you don't have, you can create your own calendar. Um, I think I've demonstrated in one of my videos how to create calendar. If not, let me know in the comments and I'll create a video on that. Okay, so I know the calendar I want to change to. So I'll now go back to global change and add new. So this time around, so I still want the calendar to affect all the activities. So I'll leave it like that. So here I'm going to say new. No, I'm going to call this one tutorial calendar so that I can remember what exactly I did change. So tutorial calendar. So here, what I want to look for is calendar. I choose calendar. So where the calendar is not under. So the calendar is this, right? So that's the value. So that's the calendar I will have before. So anywhere we see this calendar, so I want to modify it. And your project can have multiple calendar. Procurement can have calendar, engineering can have calendar, and all of that. So you can create all these different calendar. Anytime you want to change it, you can just come to global change to save your time instead of changing one by one and come and change it. So then if the calendar is there, this is just what I want to do, then I want you to change it. So I want to change the calendar to this tutorial calendar. So this case is going to be equal. There is no need for operator, no need for modification, and no need for all these other extra parameters. So from here, I can just click OK. So as you can see, the other one give us option for what to preview the change, but because this one is just you're not applying too much formula, you're just making a change. So already it's added. So what I need to do is just to select that calendar and click on apply. So if I apply the change, let's see. So apply. Same thing. So bring it back here and the old value, you can see the old value and this is the new value. Old value, new value, old value, new value. Of course, this is what I want. And your own case you are practicing. Let me know what you get. So this is what I want and I'm good with it. So I click on commit and perfect. So you can see the calendar has changed to tutorial. Okay. Take note, before you are making all these changes, like I said, it's going to impact your schedule. If you don't know how calendar works, don't just change it mindlessly because the calendar impacts your timeline, your dates, and even your durations. So, guys, I think this is what I want to demonstrate in this tutorial. How to apply global change is very, very useful because within 2 to 5 minutes, you've already made changes across all your schedule, no matter how large the schedule is or the project is. So you can still make these changes. In this tutorial, we created these two calendars. So these are existing that come with the installation. So let's just view this. So you can also modify all this calendar if you want. So let's say this is pre-existing. So, and what we have here, increase duration. You say where are these data improve not started, then you should increase the duration by what? 2 days. So this is another formula. So you can modify it if you want to modify, you change it from here, change all of this, right? So and I'm not modifying anything, so I'm just going to cancel. The same thing here. If you want to modify this, you can still come and modify it. So these are the many things you can do with global change. And like I said, the usefulness is very fast. You can easily make changes, but the disadvantage is always double check, have a backup, and know why you are making these changes. Document it so that in case there's an error, you'll be able to to recover it. Otherwise, if the changes are applied, committed, as you can see in what I demonstrated, then it's permanent. You can't undo it. There's no way I cannot undo all the changes I made just now. So yeah, permanent. So that's what I want to demonstrate to you guys. Thank you. You can see the changes as you see on the client chart too. So thank you for watching up to this point, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you want me to do something extra, so I'll still do it. So another thing you should take note about global changes. From here you can see you can make changes to almost all the data in your process can see. All these things you can play around with, all this data. Because all these are all data. The moment you enter your schedule, you have all this, including the let me check. I think you should also have yes, cost information. So you can also change the cost function and everything. All this data are the things you can make changes to. Thank you once again. Please subscribe. Bye. I'll see you in the next one.